who says there's only action on the field when it comes to cricket? There's so much action that we see nowadays that seems to happen off the field. And Akash is going to take us through one of that. Now, there's so much controversy. Everyone is talking about what happened to Gautam Gambhir. Why was he so upset that he actually, did an obscene gesture and then justified it?
Absolutely, Ketki. You've hit the nail right on the head. There is more action, it seems, these days off the field than we actually get to see on the cricket field. As far as Gautam Gambhir is concerned, controversy and Gauti go hand in hand. It's been happening for a while now. The latest controversy, of course, is that during the India-Pakistan match that was played on the 2nd of September at the Asia Cup, which unfortunately was washed out and we didn't get a result, Gauti was walking back towards the pavilion and where the dressing rooms are, and there is a video that emerged of him walking back. It was raining slightly. There was someone holding an umbrella over his head, and he suddenly turns around, and you can see that he's visibly angry, and then he flashes the middle finger towards one section of the crowd who was there in the stands. Now that's what really happened, and that video started sort of circulating on social media because you don't really get to see a former India cricketer, an MP, actually do something like that. Big question is, what really irked Gautam Gambhir?
All right, and that brings us to what's been happening. Now, there are two sides emerging. The first side, Gautam Gambhir himself saying that this was actually the video that you see, the
Right.
video put out. He says, don't believe everything you see on the video. That video and the audio on the video is not the right audio. He claims that there was actually anti-India slogans raised by people in the spectators, and that is something that really triggered him, and he couldn't hold back. And this is what he had to say.
देखिए, पहली बात तो ये, जो सोशल मीडिया में दिखाया जाता है उसमें कोई सच नहीं होता, क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया में लोग अपनी तरफ से जो दिखाना चाहें वो दिखाते हैं। सच्चाई है, जो भी वीडियो वायरल हुआ है उसमें सबसे बड़ी सच्चाई है कि अगर आप एंटी इंडिया स्लोगन्स लगाएंगे और अगर आप ये बोलेंगे कि हिंदुस्तान मुर्दाबाद या फिर कश्मीर के बारे में बात करेंगे तो फिर बंदा किसी तरीके से तो रिएक्ट करेगा या फिर हंस के चला जाएगा। तो सिर्फ यही कारण था कि वहां पर 2 या 3 पाकिस्तानी लोग थे जो एंटी इंडिया चीजें बोल रहे थे, हिंदुस्तान मुर्दाबाद बोल रहे थे और कश्मीर के बारे में बोल रहे थे, तो ऑब्वियसली वो नेचुरल रिएक्शन है। मैं अपने देश के बारे में या देश के अगेंस्ट कुछ सुन नहीं सकता हूँ।
But that is just one side of the story. Now, there is somebody who was present at that, or rather his cousin was present at that. There's this fan who put out a tweet saying that my cousin was there, India and Pakistan fans were there, and there were no anti-India slogans raised there, because if that was the case, then there, naturally you can expect that no Indian fan is going to take that lying down.
Absolutely.
So he, in fact, this one user is suggesting that it was Kohli Kohli slogans that triggered Gautam Gambhir. And why would that trigger Gautam Gambhir?
The two of them do share, a sort of a turbulent, stormy relationship and a stormy past. The two have had their own share of animosity over the years, and we've seen that happen on the field in the IPL. The first time that happened was when both of them were playing in the IPL for KKR and for RCB, and they had, a face-to-face altercation on the field. Rajat Bhatia, at that time a KKR player, had to step in to separate the two. And then again, we saw these two go at each other. And this time, in fact, in the second instance, this was more of Gambhir going at Virat, which was in the last edition of the IPL in 2023, when Gambhir was a coach for the Lucknow team. Virat, of course, was playing in that match for RCB. And he had an on-field altercation with a player called Naveenul Haq from Afghanistan, who was playing for the Lucknow team. And post-match, we saw Gambhir go at Virat. The two exchanged words, of course, and the video showed that Virat was trying to pacify Gambhir and he was trying to calm him down, but Gambhir was not in the mood to actually listen. So yes, the two, of course, have had a very stormy relationship. It's important here to point out, Ketki, that one of the first videos that was circulated on social media, as far as this particular instance is concerned, if you hear the audio, the chants actually are of Kohli Kohli. Those are one of the first videos that came up. Of course, we are not in a position to either confirm or deny whether that is the actual real audio or not. But there is a section, like you were mentioning, which says that perhaps that's the real audio and anything else that's been circulated is fake.
And that also brings us to another tweet that has been going viral, and this time it's that of Virendra Sehwag, someone who's known, not to mince his words,
Yes.
especially on social media, or, even when he was not on social media, even off the field.
Absolutely. Viru doesn't mince his words at all. He's not scared about speaking his mind. And in one of the tweets that he's put out recently, it looks like it's a veiled dig at Gautam Gambhir. That's how a lot of people are analyzing it, because Viru says that he's not interested in politics. He is not interested in being a part-time MP, because he feels that there are people out there, former cricketers and athletes, who would like to pursue or who have pursued politics to quote unquote feed their own ego. Is it an indirect dig at Gautam Gambhir? Well, your guess is as good as ours, but that's how a lot of people are looking at this. It's important to point out here that Viru and Gauti, both of them, Sehwag and Gambhir, have been friends and, of course, former India teammates. They've been that for a long, long time. So they have known each other and go back a long, long way. But this particular tweet that went out was close on the heels of what happened, this particular controversy with Gautam Gambhir and the obscene gesture that we have seen. So a lot of people feel that this is perhaps Sehwag's veiled dig at Gautam.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.